The very first card that you got is to believe. And what they're saying is to believe in yourself. And with this light all around her head, there's a very high intellect happening right now. This is from Saint Hildegard of Bingen. It's very bright and smart kind of thing. And the very next card that goes with that, wants to go right with it, is to say that you're seeing the situation accurately, which indicates that there's some kind of situation, yeah? And you're seeing it accurately, no doubt. Look at how bright this is. Really high intellect, really high being able to see the situation for what it is. You see it. And the very next card that comes up wants to say that you know what to do. So you not only see it, but you know, you not only see it for what it is, but you know what to do. You know what to do. And it feels like, for some of you, it feels like you see it mentally and you know what you should do, but there's a bit of fear. There's a bit of sort of not feeling safe. And the reason that we say that is because the next card that comes up from Artemis is saying that you are safe. So something about this situation, whatever it is, they're going to get to that. Something about the situation doesn't feel safe to you. And it feels okay in your intellect. Your intellect is very clear. You see it exactly for what it is. You see the situation. It's the what to do about it. You know what to do about it. But there's something more in your sort of heart space and soul space that's holding you back. So there's this sort of battle. That's a strong word. It's not really a battle, but it feels like there's a bit of sort of conflict between what you know, what you see and what you know, and what you know you should do about it. And yet there's this hesitance in your heart space. Like there's a fear. And so Artemis is coming in to say that you are safe and spiritually protected. You are protected. You are safe. Safe is an interesting word, isn't it? I mean, she is with her bow. It's kind of nighttime. Like you need to be protected. And what this is feeling like is it's your heart space. Like it just doesn't feel safe to do what you know you need to do. You know, it doesn't feel safe to do what you need to do. And so Ariel is coming in as well. I love this card. I just love this card. She's coming in to say, even if you don't feel safe, let's kind of like feel the fear and do it anyway. So Artemis is saying you are safe. It feels like it may not feel that way in your heart space. You may not feel very safe emotionally, is what that's about, in your heart space. And she's saying feel the fear and do it anyway. Be courageous. Have courage. Be courageous and stand up for your beliefs. Believe in yourself and stand up for what you believe in. Stand up for who you are. Stand up for yourself in terms of just who you are. That's what they're saying. Yeah, stand up for yourself and do it in a way that's kind of peaceful. So you get the Buffalo Calf Woman is bringing you peace about it. So she wanted to come up right next to this one. So this one feels a bit like a battle stance, but as these cards go along, it's like you really are safe sort of emotionally. If you don't feel that way, she's inviting you to feel into her. Feel the energy of her. There's this power about her, yeah? Feel that. So they're inviting you to empath into this feeling. Have you ever felt like this? Maybe if someone were to ask you a question about something that you know about, you know it very, very well. I don't know, what it might be. Maybe you're a tennis player and you're a really, really good tennis player, and you've been playing tennis for 10 years, you're really good at it. If someone were to ask you a question about tennis, you would be able to take this stance without even thinking about it and be confident in talking about it. Because this has to do with a doing, kind of an action step, because this has to do with an action step, and yet the doing is about a communication, is what they were telling me. When these cards were coming out, they were telling me this is about communication with somebody who you're not really super comfortable with and feeling safe with your heart space. It's like you don't feel seen. You don't feel seen and heard and honored for who you are. That's the, like, what it underlying kind of feels like. And so she's wanting you to sort of remember who you are, know who you are, where you're powerful, by feeling into her energy and remembering a time when you felt really, really solid in something that you were talking about, because it feels like the thing to do is some kind of conversation. It's about a conversation with someone that you don't feel particularly safe with your heart. So she's inviting you to feel into this. Get really solid about who you are and what you believe and what your beliefs are before this conversation. And then with this level of peace about it. See, notice she's not, you know, in a rage, fighting. She's just standing there, very solid, very grounded. There's a peace about her that's powerful at the same time. There's a peace about her. There can be peace in knowing who you are. Allow that peace of your mind, allow that peace of mind to settle into your heart too. It looks like the situation is about your mom, mother, wife, sister, daughter. And then the very next card that came out was the mom, the mother. And what they want you to notice is that this mother here, and so it could be that you are a daughter to a mother. So we have this mother, daughter, sisters. It could be a sister that you need to have a conversation with. You know, it's Christmas time and families get together, so there could be some anxiety coming up around being with somebody who doesn't feel really good to you. And what this card is about is, what this card is saying is, notice all these children around her, around this mother, and this mother is sort of seeing the children as children. So sometimes when we grow up, right, we grow up, but our mother continues to see us, mother or father really, continues to see us as a child and treat us as a child. And I hear you guys, I hear some of you saying, you know, yeah, I just want her to keep up with who I am now. I want to be treated with who I am now. I'm not a kid anymore. That kind of sentiments I'm hearing from some of you guys. Yeah, I want her to keep up and see me for who I really am. And the parent, the mother, the parent continues to kind of see you as a child, like this. And you want to be seen for who you are. That's what they're saying. So they're inviting you to have patience. They're inviting you to have courage, to have a conversation. It feels very much like conversation. They're showing me talking, you know, like you're talking to this person. It feels like one of those, you know, let's just really sit down in front of the fireplace, you know, and really talk about this, talk this out. It feels like a communication, having the courage to speak to this person and share your beliefs and who you are. Believe in yourself and then share that with this person in a peaceful way, in a very peaceful way, but solid. Does that make sense? It's like, feel into this. Feel it. The combination of these two is really the energy that you want to embody as you go into a conversation with your mom, who may not be seeing you as you want to be seen for who you are now. That's what they're saying. For who you are now. And have patience. It's going to be okay. Have patience with her. Have patience with her as you maintain sort of this kind of stance and having patience. It's going to be worth it. The whole thing is going to be worth it. It's going to bring about positive changes for you and your mother or father or sister, wife, daughter. You know, it feels like a really close family member. Family member, because the ties are intense, and it's making you feel, it continues to make you feel sort of bad about yourself. It's like when you get together with this person for years, you're just sort of made to feel bad about yourself, and it's time. It feels like you're feeling like, "Ugh, I can't take it anymore." Like, it's just time. You know what to do. It's time to have a conversation, a deep, heartfelt conversation where you just, talk about it. Hey mom, it feels like you're still seeing me as a kid, and I'd really like for you to know who I am now. Let me tell you who I am now. And see if you can just have a really good conversation. Just speaking from your heart, and then when she wants to say something, listen. And ask her to listen to you and just kind of hear me out. Let's get to know each other for who we are now, right? Let it go both ways. You also get Buddha as inviting you. Notice in this meditation card, he's smiling. So he's kind of, there's two with this card, is that kind of, you might go into meditation before the conversation and imagine with what you might say and how the conversation might go with a smile on your face. In other words, intend the conversation to go well and create the image of that and allow that intention to come with you into the conversation with her. This also looks a bit like story time, doesn't it? For little kids. It's a bit, this is part of confirming that it's a conversation. It's about, the thing to do is a conversation. Sitting down and talking about this. It will be worth it. This is bringing positive change. Look at this. It will be worth the conversation. Positive changes on the other side. You will be triumphant with this. Now, when they say you will be triumphant, it doesn't mean necessarily that your mother will turn, completely around. She may not. The objective is for you to get solid in yourself. This is for you. This is for you to have a conversation with this person where you speak your truth from your heart space. And in doing that, you kind of reach the next level for yourself. We can't control other people. We can't control how they perceive us, what they say to us, how they view us. We can't control that. But by having a deep, heartfelt conversation, there's a much better chance that you can have a huge breakthrough with this. This can be life-changing, this conversation. Just being heartfelt and talking about things, and it can resolve and have this, you can have this huge breakthrough, this huge healing in an afternoon in a conversation. Sometimes these healings of past lives and these deep wounds, that have gone on since childhood and past lives, sometimes they do require going into meditation and finding the lost child and those sorts of things. That's one way. Another way is just by making a decision. Sometimes just making a decision about something is healing and shifts everything. And for you guys, they're talking about, it can be as simple as a heartfelt conversation with the very person who is on the other side of the sort of conflict. Whoever is making you feel like you're not safe, that's the one you want to have a conversation with and heal this. heal the relationship, but it's also about healing your own soul and heart space by believing in yourself, allowing you to believe in yourself. And just by having the conversation and preparing for this conversation and then having this conversation, you're going to hear yourself and reach a whole new level of believing in yourself. That's part of the triumph of it. It's not so much that it will absolutely 100% turn your mother around or turn this other person around about you. What it will do is raise you to the next level of confidence and feeling safe in the world, loving yourself, believing in yourself. You also get the prosperity card is coming right after triumph, you know. All kinds of miracles can happen from this conversation. Can you feel that? Have you ever had a conversation like this with somebody? Maybe it might not have been as deep and profound as this one, but you know, sometimes there can be some kind of conflict and you sit down and you talk about it, and it's just the freedom, the feeling of freedom that goes with that. It's just incredible. And from that, it just opens up all kinds of things to be able to come to you from there. Prosperity. And this is Ariel again. Ariel wants to point out, yeah, I'm both of these. I'm both of these. Both of these messages are from her. I love Ariel. She's so strong. And then you also got that you're just getting started. You're just blossoming. You know, this will take you to the next level. You're just getting started with really feeling solid in your own heart space and who you are now. So have patience with yourself and the other in the conversation, and having patience with yourself, and don't give up. Like, keep going. If this conversation gets challenging, you know, if emotions get stirred up, that's all right. Stir it up, right? When you get a knot in a muscle, you gotta work that knot out, and it hurts. It hurts, and then it just kind of goes poof, and it's healed. So it's a bit like that. So as you're having the conversation, if things get heated and emotions come up, that's okay. That's okay. They're coming out to be released and healed for you to get to this next level.